Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bearcats will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Hawaii's offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
Coming out aggressively. Catch inside the 25. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. To the air, it's Applewhite. The screen, he can go. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii!
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Cincinnati's offense will have its first possession of the game. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking pool.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. He really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. Get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
Now the play fake. Lets it fly. Catch in the middle, it's Sparks. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. The give on the option. Breaks into the open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Bearcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. Short gain on the play before he slides. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
Yeah, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Again. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got his man. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Rainbow Warriors racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even...
He's going to let it go. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Touchdown, Hawaii. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Got it, looking for the 1st down. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Bearcats are marching down the field.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
14, Cincinnati, 0.
The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. That's caught. It's Wells. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Reels it in down the left side. And how about that? What the doctor explosive play to the 40. The Rainbow Warriors in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. The sure hands. It's Wells. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
Here he comes from his own end zone. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. The give from the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. The pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Off play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab, it's Sparks. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the 1st down. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on. They're so quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Now they'll run it to the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Snagged out of the air. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got it. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
42, Spider.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. That's reeled in. It's Clark. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He'll take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. And the field goal unit is on the field. Oh, and he got a hand on it, it's blocked. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Might be looking to run. Finds his tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Warriors!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the back. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man to the left. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Got to make sure they're sound in protection. They had one blocked earlier. Dead center perfect. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rainbow Warriors will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner is stopped.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. To the ground with the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty...
Loose in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field.
First down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Looking for more room. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Setting up the screen. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Slings it downfield. Connection to the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Bearcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats! Getting set for the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And the Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmaker,
Going to take a shot at this DB. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Applewhite. Got a man, it's Johnson. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Look out, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And he added the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Houston is just getting blown off the field right now in H-Town, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 24 to Florida. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Working that left side now. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly. They'll throw it from the red zone. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Hawaii. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss. You get to come back home. And this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
On the move from inside his 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Clark. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So we open the final period with a third down play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's locked. Can't connect on his first throw.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field.
He's got it. First down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw it. And wings it incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks, and you just want to go back to the locker room. You want
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
He caught it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Looking for the goal line. They will score! Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors!
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 25. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
It really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Hauls it in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Looking to get it in. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Takes the easy completion. Touchdown, Warriors! A great catch and run for 6.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his 2nd sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They're going to run it. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's locked. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
Pulls it in. It's Reeder.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires into traffic, picked off.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They'll run the jet sweep, trying to spread this defense out. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. The quick out. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. And the Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He caught it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. What a costly mistake by this defense, and that really ought to do it, and the offense should be able to run out the clock. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes